Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great. My name is Alicia and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about RCSI Aptitude examination for nurses in Ireland. So make sure you watch this video till end because in the end I'm going to tell you why most of the nurses are not able to clear their aptitude examination in their first attempt. So make sure you watch this video till the end. So before I start the video, I would like to request you, if you like my content, if you like what I'm doing, please make sure you hit the like button. Also to subscribe to my channel. It will just take 1 minute for you, but for me, it will give me encouragement to make more contents like this. So what exactly RCSI Aptitude exam is? So in layman term, if I would say, it's a license exam. So in order to work as a nurse in Ireland, you need to clear license exam. So there are two types of license exam, aptitude and adaptation. So today we are going to talk about aptitude examination. RCSI Aptitude exam has two parts. Part 1 is MCQs or theory and part 2 is practical or OSCE. So let's talk about part 1. In part 1 there will be 150 questions and those questions will be multiple choice question. So you have to choose the most appropriate answer or correct answer if you know. And when you will select the correct answer, you will submit that answer and another question will pop up. So passing marks is minimum 50%. So you have to score 50% marks in order to clear theory test. Just in case if you are failing in theory test, there is a second attempt. Yes. So there is a second attempt, but you have to clear your theory test in your second attempt because there are only 2 attempts. Result for this theory test, sometime they give result on that same day. So they'll send you an email saying whether you are pass or fail. So if you are passing theory test, there will be a link in your email and you have to apply for OSCE or your practical through that link. Just in case if you are failing in your first attempt, so you can apply for your second attempt and they'll give you some time to prepare for your second attempt as well. Part 2 is practical or OSCE. So in this particular practical, there will be 14 stations and you have to show procedure on each of the station. So there will be different procedure in each station and these are usually the procedure which we used to do when we were doing our nursing. So they can be oxygen administration, nebulization, or there can be some scenario in which you have to talk to a patient, in which you have to counsel a patient. So when you are appearing for your OSCE exam, make sure you don't forget the basic. By basic, I mean when you go to a patient, you introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Alicia. I'm one of the nurses here. I'm here to give you nebulization. So just blah, 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 whatever, like basics, which we usually do. So don't forget to say your basics. So there will be an assessor and he'll be having a checklist, and while you will do the procedure, he will just check whatever things you are doing and whatever you missed. In your OSCE also, if you're failing in any station, like for an example, you failed in 1 station or 2 station, so there will be a second attempt. So you have to prepare for that second attempt and you will be appearing only for that particular station. So that's a good thing. I mean that's really a good thing because if you're failing for like 2 stations, you don't have to appear for all 14 stations again. You only have to appear for those 2 stations. Just in case if you are failing in your first attempt, RCSI strongly recommend you to prepare for your second attempt and they give you at least 2 weeks of time to prepare for your second attempt. Result of OSCE examination. So you'll get the OSCE exam result after 5 to 6 days. So if you have appeared for OSCE exam, they will send you your result after 5 or 6 days. Now let's talk about fees of RCSI Aptitude exam. So if you are self-sponsoring yourself, you have to pay 2,800 euros. But if your employer is the one who is applying for this exam, then it will be 2,500 euros. One of the most common challenge or difficulty is communication, because I think in some of the countries, nurses, we don't talk to patient as much as we are talking in Ireland. So as I said before, make sure you do your basic. So whenever you are entering into a patient room, even if it's not a patient, if it's a dummy, just introduce yourself and just explain whatever you're gonna do. If it's a dressing, make sure you provide adequate privacy, and before exposing the affected area to start a dressing, ask permission and ask if you can open the affected area. And then when you are cleaning, just make sure you're saying everything. Whatever you're doing, you have to say. Okay, so just in case, if you're going to apply oxygen, so just make sure you have to say this before. Now I'm going to apply nasal prong in your nostril. So like that, you have to explain each and every step. For an example, if you're doing a dressing, make sure you explain, now I'm going to clean your wound with a normal saline. So you have to explain each and every step. So that's the, I think, biggest challenge which some of the nurses told me that they faced. They were not able to communicate because they are not used to do this, like they were not doing it before. But make sure when you are giving examination, you have to say it and you have to explain each and everything, whatever you're doing, step by step. Even if your mind is telling you that this thing is not important, don't say this, still you have to say this. So trust me, you have to say each and everything. Even when you're providing privacy to the patient, just tell him before, now I'm gonna pull the curtain just to provide you some privacy. So you have to say each thing step by step. Another most common challenge or difficulty which some of the nurses faced is Irish accent. So make sure when you are coming for an examination, especially this type of examination, so you familiarize yourself with Irish accent, because Irish people, they pronounce some words really differently. Like for an example, they will pronounce H for H and Oi for I. So this is just two examples, but there are n number of things which they pronounce differently. So make sure, I would suggest you can watch some Irish series or Irish movies, or just listen to some Irish songs, so just to get an idea of pronunciation. So it will be easy for you when you come here. So last and most common challenge or difficulty is uh, panic attacks. So it's very common. I totally understand. Whenever you are appearing for an examination, you'll be terrified, and you'll end up creating a mess sometime. But just try to relax. Just try to calm yourself down, because this is just a practical. Just think like that, how we used to do when we were students, and just think about your dream, that this is the last step towards your dream. So just think about that after this exam, you'll be a nurse in Ireland, you'll get your license, you'll get to work in Ireland, you'll get to live in Ireland, you'll finally get to live your dreams. So just think about that and calm yourself and just tell it to yourself, you can do it. So just calm yourself and don't get nervous, because some of the station, you need to talk to the patient, or you need to break up sad news, and patient will be screaming at you, and you have to really calm them down. You have to be really polite, you have to be really humble, you have to make control of your voice and everything. So just, I would suggest, try to practice all these things when you are back home. Try to practice all these things with your family member, with your siblings, and try to talk to them and tell them to scream at you, and then just try to control your voice, try to control your emotions. So this will really help. Hope this video will be helpful for you. If you have any doubt related to aptitude exam, you can ask me in the comment section of this video. I'll try my best to answer your query. All the very best for your examination, and all the very best to achieve your dreams. Please don't forget to read the description of this video. I'll post the link of RCSI website in the description below. Also, RCSI website has some preparation material, so you can go to RCSI website and you can check at those material. They are usually for theory and practical as well, so you can just have a look just to get an idea of what type of question they usually ask. So until next time, bye bye, take care of yourself and your family.